They
like
can't. They can't
always.
see that, can they?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, they
yeah.
can,
Only
okay.
I mean while we're streaming for sure. If I ever put up like the
Dark
replay
as
or
hell in
whatever,
here when
then
this-
nah.
Oh yeah, the recording it doesn't have it.
Yeah, but no,
Yeah.
but we're live. Nope,
Live from Hollywood.
live from a lot of different places.
Live from Amsterdam.
Live from the red
Netherlands.
light district.
Definitely.
Yo, you know what I learned about the
What's
red
that?
light district is
What's that?
the reason that they have red lights is to distinguish like what type of how do I say this? Like what type of equipment you're going to be working with. So they have blue lights for transgender folks, like if you're into transgender people, like the
I fuck with it.
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So it's like out in the open. You're gonna get women here, and you're gonna get transgender folks here. Red lights
like
for
it.
women. Yeah,
I like it.
so that's why they call it red light
I'm
district.
sex
I
positive.
never knew that.
Super. Yeah, same.
I just looked. I just
I mean, the blue light's not my bag, but I'm sex positive. I'm not.
Right,
yucking
right,
nobody's
exactly.
gums, man.
I just
Like,
never
do what
knew
you
it.
do.
Never
Yeah,
knew.
that's dope.
I just thought it meant shady behavior was happening or seedy behavior was happening. That's all
yeah. I
I
thought the whole shit. I thought the whole thing was red.
Yeah, it makes sense. I'm going there one day. Fuck it.
I was there for like.
Do it live.
What kind of red light in here today?
You did.
Alicia, you got that gas?
Oh, I do. How come I can't? Oh, there we are. Live. Bam.
If y'all tune in later from this Motel 6, there might be some other activities.
No, that's
going
too
on.
nice for much. You lying. They got artwork
Right.
up. You don't.
I'm
You
not-
You know what I mean?
I'm not in the Motel 6.
There's a painting behind you.
It's pretty nice. It's a business hotel, though. It's not much drawer space here for a family of 4.
I mean,
Hold
I
on.
have
You
a minute.
did.
There's a knock at the door.
Yeah,
I'll be
someone
back.
I heard that.
All right. Well, while Alibi checks and knock at the door, we're live, but I'm not officially starting because now that I'm back, we never start on time. You dig? Yeah. Y'all trying to be all professional last week.
I know, right? I said that too. I was.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
like 6:59. I was like, boop.
Yeah.
Let's
Fuck
go.
out of here with that starting on time shit. Hey, but it's we're only 5 minutes in, you know what I mean? So I like to give people a chance to like come in and get settled, you know what I'm saying? Wally Stolly, what up? You got the red light popping, at least you got the red hair, you know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Survivor got the red, mute on his mic right now.
Yeah, I don't really have anything red going on, really.
You gotta find some, man.
Like a little.
Whoa! Is this a
Little bit on my
family?
shirt.
This a family?
Yeah, this a family,
Hold
yeah.
on.
Here,
Hold
yeah.
on.
we are not
Then,
inside of the red light district. So
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, man. Run! Nice. So, and then y'all just saw that my wife was running past the back row. We're trying to wash clothes, and it's been a crazy ass week back. We'll get into it. But the funniest thing is I've been waiting for that. That is her first official. It took 26 episodes. That is her first official background appearance. She has been very diligent about not appearing on camera.
Oh yeah,
We're
she's been
recording.
crawling, huh?
She's been army crawling. we finally got her.
Don't tell me
Got her.
Beyonce back there army crawling.
She's definitely hit a couple army crawls, So that's number one. Danica, she's popped on. I don't know if she's popped on physically. Her voice has been in the background a few times. Shanae has definitely popped on a couple times in the background. But Zoe, I think, is the queen of popping up in the background.
She's about to pop up any minute now.
Matter of fact, I forgot what episode we had to find it, but we were talking about something and you said something wrong and she had to correct you right there. And I was like, oh, look at Zoe with the liner note for the liner note. You did?
Say less.
Oh, and she just popped up. As soon as we said it, we caught an elbow. We caught a Danica elbow. Let's get it.
Danka in the background. Come on,
Oh,
man. Bonnet on. Look
There
at
we
it.
go.
With the
She-
bonnet.
ready.
Put the bonnet on.
She got the red light.
She got the
bonnet
red
on, you did?
shower cap.
You blowing everything, man. I can't do nothing. I was about to say, hey, I'm accepting cash apps. I was about to say I'm accepting cash apps and uncensored photographs in my DMs all weekend, but now it's
Nah, it's a wrap for you, buddy.
It's a wrap.
Yeah, it is. It is.
For that.
Yeah.
I guess she mad now.
Never that. Oh, I love it. Now my wife is checking in. She said, "What up, Daniel?" Daniel, my wife said hi.
She can't hear you, thank God.
You can't hear that.
Oh man, what up, DJ Sway? DJ Sway checking in on Twitch. He said Daniel's his favorite.
Wait,
yo,
Daniel's favorite? That's insane.
yeah, wifey,
Swade's out of the group.
Wifey, get at him, man. Look, see, look. She said, "What's good?" It was Gucci. She got all the smoke for Sway.
Edit.
Let's get it. Well, yeah,
Edit.
right. We like to rip. We are live right now. We live on the Liner Notes Facebook. We live on Twitch. We live on Twitter, and we live on YouTube. You dig? So wherever you at, check in, chat, check in. What's going on with y'all, man? I want to finish this. You know what? I'll do it as we go. It doesn't really matter. This is why I'd be late to Rival, because I'd be doing way too much. I have to show you where I have my second computer where I can see everything in the front end.
You got the command center going.
Exactly, and then I got the big screen where I got where all the comments are flooding in, plus like other shit. So that's what it'll be. I just be doing too much. It's all good.
Okay.
But for all y'all who be joining us on time, we appreciate y'all. Welcome to the Liner Notes. This is episode 26 of the Live, the Red Light District. Ludacris. That's what we covered this week on the pod. So you guys know how it goes. Every Wednesday, the podcast drops on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you can stream and download your pods. You dig? Episode 26, and now we go live with our episode 26 for the album. We got Joel in the building, or Joel is not in the building. I meant to say Joel is still missing, man. He's on a run, man.
He's in the
he's on the run eating.
Yeah, I think he's in an airport somewhere, hating his life.
Yeah, he was.
They call it the Clareport.
You know, so yeah, he was gone last week. I was gone last week. He had a little vacay, from Friday to Friday. I was like, okay, I see what you're doing there. You know what I mean? But shout out to Joe. He might pop in, he might not. Don't matter. But Alibi in the building. He's out of his regular building. Where you at, Alibi?
I'm broadcasting live from the mean streets of Des Moines.
Hey, don't sleep.
Now Ames gets it bloody. Like I know, not Ames.
Waterloo.
Yeah, Waterloo. Yeah, they get it.
All the black people I know from Waterloo, if they're from Iowa.
I've been down here a few years. I've yet to meet like a whole lot of black folks from Des Moines. But we're going to find them this weekend. My goal is to find a black-owned restaurant this weekend.
There we go.
In Des Moines.
It's not happening, but I'm going to try.
It might.
Even if I got to pop up on a church and just
we got database.
Hey, man, you know somebody got a church and got to play in church. Show. I
know it's a black church somewhere here.
Yeah, man. So, Bob, what's good with you, man? How you doing?
I'm chilling, man. I'm good.
Chilling.
Yeah.
Week was good.
Week was good. Can't complain. Pretty uneventful. Just trying to get towards the summer. A couple of vacation things lined up. My sister's getting married, so my wife and I are going out to Las Vegas.
Word.
Just booked some tickets to LA today, so
okay.
Yeah, might have to pull up and it have one of Alicia's father's cookies or something like that.
God, no.
I like it. Let's go.
I will not allow for that to happen.
We need a live link up. Survival, Alicia, LA.
We do.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
We do.
When is that trip?
I believe it's September 24th to the 27th.
I will make sure I have cookies here.
Yeah.
That's right after my grandmother's birthday, so I will actually have just seen my father. So
there we go.
I think I'm booked that weekend. Damn, I was like, maybe we can make it happen. But I still got some money that I got to recoup from an LA trip last year. I had to get to take because that's right when COVID hit. So yeah, I got to have a deal to get my money. But Alicia, the wifey said, "Where's Gucci?"
Gucci is asleep right now. He's actually knocked out by design.
Just like a nigga.
Just like a
you blew some smoke at him?
Dude.
I may or may not have.
Yo. Did y'all see that video of the dog that ate the edibles out of the trash and he was high as hell? When the lady was holding him, he was just like,
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah,
that shit was hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh man, at least you had a good week though.
I mean, I didn't get fired.
Oh, you had to splash nobody? Okay.
You know, that's about it. I had to let a few things fly a little bit, but you know, I'm still employed. So depending on how you look at it, that's a good thing or a bad thing. I don't know.
Couple folks got fired this week, but it wasn't you. That's what's up.
It was not me.
Shout out to employment.
Shout out to employment.
Shout out to ownership.
Ooh, yes.
Unless you're white. Less white ownership.
Yeah.
I'm here, man. It's my birthday.
It is your birthday weekend. Alibi. Let's get it up. I didn't even hold on, man. We'll come back to it because I didn't get a chance to get the picture ready. So hold on. We'll come back to it.
Is that your preferred birthday destination though? Like
Des Moines?
Yeah.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Wait, A-Quil, how was your week?
Hey, thank you for asking. Week was fantastic. A
great week. Let's hear about it. I want the recap.
Oh, for
I didn't even get the friend recap. I want the recap. Let's get it.
Vacation recap too.
I'll give you the on-air recap. Then I'll give you all the recap later.
That's gonna be eventually. That's gonna be available on Patreon or something.
The real recap,
or OnlyFans, whatever works.
Something, whatever's clever.
No judgment.
We're gonna monetize one way or another.
We are. If y'all caught it last week at the last couple minutes, I popped in with the shoulders out. I had to hit it with the shoulders.
Look at man.
The
chest is the taco meat is not coming out.
No, man, we got to get subscriptions up. They got to pay for that.
That's my get. Well, look.
That's what we monetize it, man. You got to know your worth, King. Know your worth.
No taco meat while I'm present. I'm not rolling.
But no, it was good. The week was good. Me and the wife had a little mini moon. We went to Miami. We made sure to stay outdoors, of course. We were only indoors, like going to the hotel. It was beautiful weather, so it helps. You know what I'm saying? Like here, it's a little tougher because weather's been, we're just coming out of winter. Man, it was 80 plus degrees.
It's May. We're just coming out of
Ain't that what it feels like?
It's like midnight too.
Man,
I get it. I'm from here, so I get it. I'm from Minnesota, but
no, we good. No, we're good once it hit like 40, 50. We like, it ain't raining, it ain't snowing, we good. But no, like being in consistent like 80s, I'm like, damn, I can wear shorts on and tank tops all week. This is dope. So I got me a nice little tan, you know what I'm saying? Just got a nice little tan. We hit up a lot of different spots to eat, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna shout them out saying paying, but they was good though.
Hey, happy anniversary, by the way. We didn't get to tell you that in person.
Happy Annie, bro.
Thank you.
Happy anniversary. We love to see it.
Yeah. 2 years down, a lifetime
ago. It's your anniversary.
Hey.
It's your anniversary. I gotta fill in with
know what today is.
Yeah.
Joel's not here, so we gotta me and Survival gotta provide the
we gotta harmonize.
We gotta provide the tunes. More fire for your head.
What up, Brother George? We see you in the chat, Brother George. Yes, sir.
But you're doing a great job moderating. I don't know how you moderate all this.
I'm telling you, man. I got y'all covered. You did a great job hosting last week.
I didn't have no commands. Like we didn't have any like insight as to what was going on outside of Facebook. So
wait.
Then we bodied it. And we bodied it.
Like I said, I got to finish our layout. That's on me. We can see it live, like scrolling, like. But
do it live.
Yeah. No. Real quick, and I'll wrap this up. I actually, on our anniversary, I was working. I did trivia. So, because we had planned to do our trip the next day and do the rest of the week. So I was hitting all the little Miami joints, little like anniversary. I had anniversary, of course. It's all like inside jokes to me. I'm like, I'm just making, but a few people that knew. So that was pretty dope. But yeah, the trip itself was dope. It was fantastic. Got a lot of great sun. Was on the beach. Ate a lot of good food. Got my conch fritters. Thank goodness, because I don't never get no conch fritters in Minnesota. Like, fuck.
Those are delicious.
Love conch fritters. Yes.
They gotta have conch though, man. I hate when they give you the shit in this mad fritter.
Yeah, when it's like look like a hush pup.
The Zoe sighting.
Zoe, hey,
in the building.
Hey.
Everybody white popping up today. There we go, man. For the trifecta. and little mama.
Snap.
Hey,
little mama. It's past your bedtime.
we turned for real today. You know what I
You
mean?
got extra time because it's my birthday. She got extended time.
She said happy birthday.
Exactly. She did. Nice. But yeah, man, great trip. Glad to be back. It's all good. Speaking of birthdays, we're gonna get to Alibi in a second. I want to shout out my homie Tone, his wife Ladavon. Her birthday was yesterday, so shout out to my sister-in-law, my sister. It was her birthday yesterday. Shout out to your sister, Alibi, Ashley, because today is her birthday.
Shout out to Ashley and shout out to La.
Hey,
both of them.
There we go. And of course, last but not least, shout out to our guy Alibi, man. His birthday is tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? If you got a drink, throw it up right now. Alibi, the pod guy, you know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Grumpy granddad, you know what I'm saying?
I think I'm Uncle Alibi at this point.
College come.
So I decided.
College, yeah, you got to figure it out.
So I got 2 questions for y'all. What age do we become uncle?
That's a good question.
And what age do I get like extra O's on my G?
Hey, Toya.
So am I just a OG? Am I triple OG? Double OG?
I think
single OG right now.
Yeah, I think
Alicia, you're on the West Coast.
At least be 50 for the
double,
multiple
triple.
O's.
Yeah, I feel like you're gonna become a double OG until you like 50. You have to be a strong 50 to be a double OG.
I respect that. Triple OG in spirit, but I will.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I will respect the right now current label OG. I like it. Uncle. When do I become an uncle?
That's a good question.
I'm an auntie.
You're an auntie already?
Auntie?
So I'm Uncle Alibi. Hey,
Yeah.
come holla at your uncle.
I've been an uncle since I was 23.
Really?
Yeah. But I feel
You've been
like
an actual uncle.
like an actual uncle. But
I'm not an actual uncle.
I didn't start saying like get off my lawn.
I am an actual uncle.
Until
Right.
Maybe like
Look
2 years ago. So maybe
True,
like
true.
35 uncle status.
Gotcha.
35's uncle set? That's so young.
Guys,
Yeah.
I'm just so jaded. though.
Right.
I know. Jesus Christ. What I'm not is respected in my own hotel room. It's crazy.
Not respected?
No. It's all I want for my birthday is respect.
Well, you got a happy Friday. Shout out Toya on YouTube. You know what I mean? Got a happy birthday for Brother George. Brother George also said 45 is when your uncle status. You feel me? DJ Suede, you said it's when your beard turned completely gray. Fam, quick side note, when we hit this trip, I don't know what happened. I got my couple little grays. I ain't tripping. But as soon as we got that Miami like sun and I hit that beard oil, all them grays said I'm coming too. I'm officially going from DJ Sexy Dread to DJ Zaddy Beard right now.
Is that why you got the red light to kind of fade them out?
Oh no. I'll show you probably.
Oh yeah, we see you out here.
DJ Zaddy Beard. Hey.
I'm never calling you that, but
you never should. As you shouldn't.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna put up Alibi's picture a little bit
later.
Hey,
quick question though. This is a valid question from the comments. At what age are we aunties? Not we, but you know, at what age do the ladies become the aunties?
Good question.
Probably.
Alicia?
I always said people be in our womb so heavy, and so if we aren't mothers by 28, they're gonna relegate us old spinster aunties.
Fucked up. They treat y'all like the handmaiden stuff.
Yeah, I was just thinking that on Hulu.
But for real.
Apologies for my background. If I could blur this out, I would. It's insanity in here.
Get you, man. Matter of fact, make your picture your baby picture your backdrop. Man.
Hey man, you got a loving family.
I'll work on it in the background.
You got to broadcast that,
I have a very loving family.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. Love your family.
Despite how I carry and conduct myself on social media.
Yeah, you be wilding.
I've been very clear. I'm married.
Your family's awesome. Matter of fact, and they all bought A-Quil merch, man. Ain't mad.
Yeah, they do.
Love your family.
Well,
man.
I don't. To be honest, if we're being transparent here, I had to. I came home and my wife had on an A-Quil shirt, and I had to tell her, like, I don't know how I feel about you walking around with a shirt.
That's fair.
Another man's face. Especially when that other face is my boy. It was very confusing for me.
I have a question.
It's not me. It's a cartoon, though.
I know, man. I know.
His beard is way blacker than mine.
I fuck with you, but the toxic, the little bit of toxic masculinity I have in me, I could not tolerate that.
Question. Who have you been in a relationship with longer? Have you been with your wife longer, or have you been with A-Quil longer?
A-Quil still.
Okay.
But definitely in a relationship longer with my wife than survival. It's probably
that's true.
It might be equal for Joel. I gotta think about that. It's a good question. It might be equal for Joel.
Pan African Conference was around that time.
It's kind of yeah.
The A-Q Pan African Conference.
Yeah, 2002.
Oh, H.U. Hamlin, gotcha.
Yeah, we met in 2002. It's so much. I don't know what you guys can hear and can't. It's a lot of.
We can hear it all.
A lot of craziness back here.
We can hear it all.
March of 2003, actually.
This is wild.
Oh, okay.
You guys met before.
Whoops.
This is,
Shots fired.
Shots
J. Cole.
fired.
J. Cole. J. Cole dropped a brand new album. And he had
the other girls are currently the flaming basketball hoop in the background of J. Cole's cover.
Exactly.
Shots fired.
Did y'all have a chance?
Rwanda?
He was not Rwandan.
No.
But shout out to Rwanda.
I've been to Rwanda. Did y'all know that? I did a 6-week human rights delegation in Rwanda.
Hey, that's what's up.
Did you do that at Hamlin?
I did that my last year at Hamlin, but it wasn't through.
They could use this for advertising. Look at this, man. Like, you went around the world. I opted out. I was like, I'd worked hard all summer. I was going to go to Paris, visit the Louvre. And I was like, I worked way too damn hard for this money, not understanding that I could have just took out additional loans and changed the trajectory of my life. I could be the light-skinned Jean-Michel Basquiat, or I could just be potting. I chose potting.
That's fair.
And I choose it again.
Oddly enough, after Rwanda, I did go to Paris. I went from Rwanda to Paris.
Huh.
Paris is a little overrated.
I liked it, but I was by myself.
I still want to go.
That's when the Sex Museum in Pagali was still open.
Okay.
The Sex Museum.
Definitely.
I'll tell you what though, there's a lot of black folks in France, in Paris in particular.
Oh, absolutely.
I was actually very surprised by that.
I'll say
there are a lot of black people in the Sex Museum.
There were a lot of black people everywhere. I went by myself and I didn't eat a single meal alone. Like,
I don't know whether is that a good thing?
It was a great time. It was a great time.
It's lit.
It's lit.
I'm gonna tell y'all. This is my favorite story. I almost had this was the only one night stand I would have had, and I almost had it in Paris, and I didn't do it. And that is my biggest regret. I should have did it.
What? No one night stands?
Why did you not?
You are not living.
Whatever you like.
Broke. So here's the thing. The condom broke, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna run downstairs. I'll be right back. And then I just ran downstairs and sobered up and just never came back. But I should have come back. He was cute too.
Should have come back. Why, Alicia? Why
gotta learn to live with regrets.
That
is the perfect ad for We Meet right there.
No, that's literally what Wifey asked. Is that how We Meet started?
I should have came back.
Oh, the inspiration. I feel you.
Hey, shout out to niggas in Paris.
Shout out to niggas in Paris.
True.
Oh, I told you it was gonna be lit.
I'm being extorted right now. This is our craziest episode ever. I'm being extorted.
It's because we only have 9 minutes of Luda content, so we might as well skirt around it.
That's true. Shortest podcast.
Hey, listen.
The shortest podcast of the entire season. I looked up. I was like, dang, they're done. It was literally like 62 minutes. I was like, oh.
Hey, I got more topics before Ludo. We can go right to Ludo. What you want to do?
Hey, and a minute 5 of that is the intro and the outro music. So
exactly.
Who the girls that you be with when you be riding through?
Riding through, and do y'all be riding?
It's not even on this album. My bad, y'all.
No, man, come on.
I mean, it might as well
be.
It's not the red
light, man. They all kind of blend. Well,
kind of, yeah.
Well, let's talk about it a little bit. We got some more content we can talk about a little later. You know what I'm saying? If you guys haven't noticed, we covered Ludacris Red Light District this week on the podcast. You know what I mean? And of course, the question is always, is it a classic or no? We went through our ratings. We did real hard. See, Alicia, just like Joe with that damn intro, man. Look, it wasn't a classic, though. We can't even give y'all the drama, the drum roll. And not only was it not a classic, it was our lowest scoring album to date.
You know what's funny about that?
It's unfair.
I took umbrage with that on the recording, and then I went back and looked at it, and I gave 400 Degrees a higher score. So like I can't even I don't know. You know what I mean? I was just like, this is not better than 400 Degrees is not better than this. And I went back and looked at it this week, and I'm like, yeah, I should probably eat my words a little bit.
you are strong in that. I was thinking like, are you sure about that, bro? Are you sure about that? Yeah, man. Anyway. Well, the audience agreed with us because 33% of the poll Alibi did on IG said that no, it was also not a classic. It was 50-50 on Twitter, but that's also 2 people. So yeah,
okay,
not a classic.
That's interesting. Okay,
yeah. So
people on reveal themselves. Who said it was a classic?
I like the respect on Luda's name. I like it.
Right, of course.
I like the respect on Luda's name.
Yeah,
he deserves the respect.
He's very successful. Yeah, he
rap.
deserves flowers.
He can rap.
He can rap his ass off.
He can.
That was the last thing we said on the last live. Remember when you guys announced it was going to be where did Survival go? But when you said we were doing the red light,
baby crying.
The last thing I said was, okay, Luda can rap his ass off. And Alibi said, but have you heard of Luda album? Dun, dun, dun. And that's how it ended.
I said that?
Yeah.
You did. You said,
like
well,
that album.
Albums. And
yeah. And that's the thing. It's that we know Luda has memorable verses and that he can rap his ass off. But in fairness, we are just in Joe's words. In fairness, and Survival. My word is that being said. That's what you were looking for last week for your transition. That being said, but to take Joe's word, in fairness, George. Joe is not here. He still calls him UMass, aka you ass. He's not here, George. He'll be here next week. But that was the thing. Luda can rap verses, but the album itself, it's like, man, it's just not strong. And to Alibi's point, it was the strongest or most balanced of the other albums, because that was our big debate was, did we review the wrong album? So I even asked y'all in the chat, do you think we should have reviewed this album or Chicken and Beer or Word of Mouth, no matter how Alibi said he would not listen to that album? Do y'all think Word of Mouth or Chicken and Beer would have been a better review?
Or Ludaverse? Or Release Therapy?
Release Therapy? Did we pick the wrong Luda album? Is the question.
Or the DTP Posse album?
DTP presents.
I only know one song off that album. That's fucked up.
Was that the Georgia joint?
No, it was. Is that on there? I'm thinking of
no.
What's the one?
That wasn't on there
with Scarface and
the Growing Pains remix.
Yeah, Growing Pains. Yep.
Yeah. I do think we picked the wrong album. But I don't think it's Word of Mouth. I don't ever want to hear. For me, I never want to hear Roll Out again. Like I don't. And that album's really long.
You made that clear behind the scenes. You made that clear on the pod. We understand.
And that album's also really long. I think his overall, like his best album, top to bottom, is probably Chicken and Beer. But I think he went a little deeper here on certain songs. Like I like Hopeless, man. I think Hopeless is a great song. The feature, like, man, we got Trick Daddy, man. Come on, man. We got Trick Daddy and his Trick Daddy said cracker on this album.
I like Trick. I just didn't like him on that song that much.
I mean, he went a little Uncle Ruckus, but then he threw in a cracker. So like,
you're okay with it.
Look, man, I love the word cracker.
Sorry, and your ears perked up.
I hope it doesn't get me fired, but like, you know what I mean? I bang with white folks. I bang with the John Brown white folks. You know
you bang with the ones that put their bodies on the line.
Yeah, man. Shout out to John Brown. Yeah. The white guy.
And the Molotov cocktails and the
That was Luda too. Shout out to him too.
Yeah.
I don't know his name, but I respect. Thank you for your service.
Thank you. Well, man, let's take a look real quick then. So I mentioned that this is our lowest scoring album to date. So Luda got a solid 7. He got a solid 17. A solid 17.
We have to review a Nelly album after.
Nope.
Well, we will.
You just want to give a lower score.
Oh, I mean,
do I want to?
Or does it deserve it?
There you go, Survival. Does it deserve it? We don't do this to hate. We don't do this to hate.
We don't do this to hate.
No, we have to do country grammar.
I really appreciated Alicia's text earlier this week saying that we really did balance out giving Luda his flowers. We don't do this to like shit on.
That's true. I felt like I think it was probably the most I had piped up all season, and I was like, why am I defending Luda? Why?
Right.
But
because he's talented. Because
he is talented. He's very talented.
He is entertaining. He puts on for the Atlanta and the Black community. Like, we like everything about Luda.
He was born in Indianapolis, though.
I thought he was born in Chicago.
Midwest?
Oh, was it?
Yeah, he's in Midwest.
Or
yeah.
It was
still Midwest.
It was India, Chicago, but yep. That's why he can rap.
On this album. But yeah, this album is trash. I mean, there's just no change. I mean, sorry.
It's not trash.
I'm sorry.
It's not.
No, so we try to put it in the proper light because we don't feel it's trash, but we don't feel it's great. It's like we know Luda can rap his ass off, but he plays around too much. Or at least that was me and Joe's big things. Like you clearly can rap your ass up, but you play around too much with it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? You're from the cloth of folks that can rap.
Yeah. But I just felt odd defending him because what we do here at the liner notes is we rate classic albums, and this was so far from it. I mean, what was it, 5 whole points in aggregate?
Yeah,
that we couldn't get among 4 people. So, but yeah, I don't want to trash Luda.
We shouldn't. He
in
deserves
his legacy, because he is very, very successful rapper.
Oh, his overall legacy
he's just
is
not. He's not an
album artist.
Not an album artist.
And I think that's good. But I think, like, to your point, like Survival, I think people do deserve their flowers, right? Like, we're not here to shit on people. If we're reviewing the album, either the album is like a great album, more likely than not, or you're an artist who deserves to be reviewed. He's an artist that deserves to have an album review. Now, like, having said that, I don't think any of his albums are going to necessarily reach classic.
And you said that on the pod, like all his albums probably be a 17 and 19, and that's fair. That's
somewhere
fair.
in that range. You know what I mean? But like, we're not here to disrespect Luda. We're not here to disrespect ATL, the South, none of that. And so that's why, like, the 43 who did, and the people who are like, that's crazy. Like, like, I fuck with that. Like, y'all fuck with Luda, and some of y'all, like, it's not a bad album per se.
Yeah.
Like, half the joints are cool. You know what I mean? It didn't age well.
Right.
No.
It didn't age well at all, but a lot of the music from this era didn't age well.
Well,
and
that's
so
a great point. No, go ahead.
I was going to say, and then Survival, if you want to double back, I was going to say, do you think that's part of it? You said Ludacris is not an album artist, but do you also think that it was a product of that time where you couldn't really be an album artist and you had to, gear towards the singles?
I think that he personally probably got to a point where he had the power to do whatever he wanted. Like, if we're being honest, because there was no artist who was selling more records than him. It was him, Nelly, and Jay. Nobody was selling more records than them. You know what I mean? So he could have. Yeah, but we're not gonna talk about it. So like him, Nelly, and Jay, and I think he had the power to do what he wanted to do. But I also think that Luda's a punchline artist. Like, I text y'all earlier this week, like, somebody I read, I think on Niche Bender's Instagram, somebody had said, like, Luda's the Red Man of the South. And we were having a debate. Is he Red Man? Is he Busta? I think he's both. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, Red Man's a humorous dude. Like, and all of them dudes can rap. You know what I mean? But when you put yourself in the mode of like, look, I'm whatever trends popping, I can do that, which Luda can. He kind of piggybacked off of that. And when you do that, you kind of pigeonhole yourself. He didn't set out. I think Alicia, you said this earlier this week. His music's not timeless. Or someone DM'd me earlier this week. His music's not timeless, and he didn't set out to make timeless music though. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
I think that this album, especially, this is the one you guys chose, and I think it's good that you chose this one rather than Chicken and Beer, because remember, to hold the liner notes accountable, you're not choosing what we know are their best albums. You know, we purposely didn't choose Southern Playlists, Cadillac Music. You know what I'm saying? You purposely choose what aren't the absolute best albums.
The ones that are going to be the border is the class. Okay, yep, you're right.
But I feel like this album in particular, as I'm listening to it, and I had never listened to this album beginning to end. I think I maybe bought Luda's first 2 albums, and then after that, I was like, okay, cool, whatever. This was the first time I really listened to an album and thought to myself, all of these are potential singles. If this didn't work, we were going to release this. If this didn't work, we were going to release this. And if this didn't, like, it's the whole album. There is no cohesiveness. It's just all made in the same vein of being a Ludacris monster hit. And when it works, it works. You get Stand Up, you get #1 spot, you get Pimpin' All Over the World. But when it doesn't work, you get Virgo. You get
why y'all hate Virgo so much?
Because it's a boring song, and
because Merlot is trash.
Yeah, that shit was
Sipping
trash.
on Merlot.
I had
I don't mind
a couple
that
of points on there.
Matter of fact, I'm the only person that gave it timeless.
I hate that song. I hate it when Nas released it, and I hate it when Luda did it.
Hey, it's a hip hop ass song, man. You got Dougie Fresh, you got Nas, you got beatboxing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Graphic right there.
Yo, it gave Dougie new life. You know what I'm saying? He had to teach me the Dougie dance that came up years later. And he had the Virgo, man. He was out there having this like his third, fourth life. Come on, man.
Did Dougie need new life? I don't know. Like, I don't know.
I just want to touch on
Get that Dougie in the red light, you did.
I'm using that clip. That's the clip I'm using. I just want to touch on quickly, like this isn't to your point, everyone who mentioned it, like this isn't a podcast where we just choose like the best albums of all time, and we're doing like redundant stuff based on artists that you have already seen. What we're trying to showcase is a number of things, and we started to do this a little bit better in towards the end of the season, because A-Quil guided us there, is to show more diversity in terms of like the regionality, right? So are we not highlighting Midwest? Are we not highlighting the South too much enough, rather? And then as far as like the eras, and we'll expound on that a little bit more next season. So obviously Luda came out in like the 01 to, I don't know what his last album was, like 15, maybe 2015,
like 14, 15, somewhere in there.
Yeah. But it's like he's a product of
his album.
Yeah, I thought that was like 2014
of his era, but it's also like we intentionally set out to say we know that Luda was very, very important to the culture.
Yeah, and that's why we got to do it.
That's the way that we have to do it. But in context, we gotta review albums. Like, we're not a singles podcast.
Absolutely.
If we were, then we would be having a different conversation about them. So it's just gonna frame the conversation a little bit differently. So that's why we give Luda his flowers overall as an artist, and his contribution to the culture, his contribution to his region, his contribution, nationally and internationally. But it just wasn't it.
Well, then, I would at least ask this. We do review albums, but Alibi, what were people saying? I know you said you feel like it was kind of pulling teeth with people in regards to like songs. What are some of the like stronger songs on this album? And are those songs what made it obvious that we should review this album versus another one?
I mean, Pimpin' All Over the World and Blueberry Yum Yum were the two number ones. And Pimpin' All Over the World is great, you know, in a sense. In another sense, like I don't, you know what I mean? Like if you don't think too hard, you know what I mean? Like, but it's a great song. It's a catchy song, for sure. And I think it's held up. Like I think you can still play that song now and people rock with it. Blueberry Yum Yum. I don't know. It's a weed song, and like smokers is gonna fuck with it. And he's
Smoke
double
weed in
time,
Amsterdam.
yeah, and he's double time rapping, and you know, so the people that fuck with that are gonna fuck with that. You know, but those were the two that largely came through that had the most shout outs, you know, in terms of what we received. Now, I think for me personally, there's other joints that stand out. I know Joel took his issues with number one spot. I like that song. I think how the beat was flipped was cool. I think like I ain't never watched the movie, so I don't associate it with the movie. You know what I mean? I think it's a cool little song.
You still associated with Quincy?
You ain't never seen Goldmember?
No, I never watched that. Straight through them all set on Awesome Power. You know, but I think like
Quincy in the video. I was like, oh, wow, okay.
You know, I think the intro received like the intro's hard, like, and that showed you Luda, right? Yeah. The intro showed you Luda, like that's what Luda's about: punchlines, bars. You know what I mean? Some of the shit's hard, some of the shit's funny. That's what he does. You know what I mean? But did we get Luda much like Busta Rhymes? Do we know about anything about Luda the person? I know nothing about Chris. Just like I know very little about Trevor. You know what I mean? When it comes to Busta and Luda, I don't know much about those two artists. You know what I mean? But that's also not what the type of artists that they are. And so I think you need to let them live in the pocket that they are. The MC in me understands that, but like the person in me also understands, like, you know, people are going to gravitate towards what they gravitate towards. And, you know, this song, I think, had a little bit for everybody, even in like Hopeless. I like Hopeless a lot, again, because I think like hearing Luda address like we got social commentary from Luda. That's crazy. You know what I mean?
And like financial literacy commentary too.
Yeah, on the end of Potion, both of those songs. And it's like that's valid. You know what I mean? It's valid shit. He slipped it in there. Like Luda can rap. And anything you give him gonna rap on, he's gonna rap. I think he's consistent in terms of what he's delivering on a song. He's not somebody who's going to give, well, I can't say that. I was going to say he's not somebody that's going to give you two verses about something and another verse about something else, but he did that on Potion. You know, we got the random slave hymn and then like a random verse about like how like artists are getting fucked. But like we'll take that because it's real. You know what I mean? He's trying to, my point is like, he's trying to slip those things in. He's not like an inarticulate, ignorant ass dude. Like he cares about his craft. He cares about Black people. You know what I mean? And I can't ask for nothing more from that from an artist. You know what I mean? I really can't. Like, I can't fault that.
Yeah. You know, I'll go ahead. Alicia, go ahead.
I was going to say, I actually agree. And that's what I think what I was getting at when things get lost in how he delivers things. Because Potion is actually a really good song with a lot of social commentary in it. Yep. And he has a whole verse about the record industry, fucking artists, but it's not as digestible or even as clearly, it doesn't feel as clear as when Andre says, true, I have more fans than the average man, but not gonna loot to last me to the end of the week. I move on the beat like you live check to check. Because it loses something when you're rapping like, and every other word is this and word is that, and this is rap, and then so it
delivery,
it just loses something. And I think that is so unfortunate because that goes back to the very beginning when we all said Luda can rap. Luda can actually, it's just that, and that's when I came up with the whole Red Man. I was actually using Potion, and because that's my favorite Andre verse. It's like, it's crazy how they're saying the same things here, but one of them is taken so much more seriously than the other. And it's the delivery. Luda's delivery pigeonholed him. And that's all it was. And he never graduated. Because this sounds just like Word of Mouth, which just sounds like Incognito. But so he just never left that pocket. and it pigeonholed him as an artist. I mean,
I think it became almost like a crutch. You know what I mean? Like where he got known for it so much, and he didn't have to do it, but I think he felt like he had to do it because even going back to Virgo, where it felt like he's rapping cool, and obviously he's like Ludacris in the and it's like, okay, I had to give y'all that real quick before I get back. You know what I'm saying? He always had something like that. So I do wonder if that was something that, artists on those major labels, they do get pigeonholed, like you said, into this is your style, so you have to give us this. If you try to deviate from that, you will be looked at as like you're trying to do something else outside of your lane, and this is not what people pay for. I remember 50 Cent made that discussion. It was this old interview where he talked about, like, as a matter of fact, him and Jay kind of had some similar stuff where they both had at certain points had said, I want to talk about more serious stuff, but my fan base is not going to buy it. So 50 said it in an interview, and then Jay said it on that Fade to Black, where he's having a conversation with that dude about, like, yeah, I want to just put, like, if I just say like something conscious for like 2 seconds at the end of this album, like, who cares? And this dude's talking him out of it, like, nah, that ain't you. But that ain't you. And it's like, I think that's limiting. If you're an artist, you should be able to talk about whatever the fuck you want. And if that's what you feel over that song, then talk about that shit. And if your fans gonna be your fans either way. If they don't like that particular song, then skip to it and play something else. Because you can do the goofy stuff over here. You don't have to do it every song, period. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he did that well. And that's the thing. He can go, that's why we say, like, he can rap, right? Mm-hmm. He can go to spur of the moment. He can go to the DJ Quick. It's, it's a little bit of pandering, but if that's what the industry is asking me, I got enough skill to do that.
Mm-hmm.
We all go to work every day, bro, wherever you work at, and we do shit that we don't want to do.
Right.
As a black person in America, you go to work and you do what's asked of you. And you do it to the best of your ability because that's what's required of you, and because that's what's going to keep you employed, and that's what's going to keep you safe.
Right.
And Luda could do all of that shit. You know what I mean? And I think now, with retrospect, like, hip hop is pop music now. You know what I mean? Like, but dudes like Luda did what they had to do. You know what I mean? Like, cool. You got to have a West Coast record. Right? Cool. I'll give you a West Coast record. And I think that shit is, and that West Coast record is popping.
Mm-hmm.
West Coast. He nailed it as it pertains to that demographic. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you're on the East Coast, you might kill that. You know what I mean? Right. But let's be objective about it. Nah, he bodied that shit as it pertains to that. You know what I I
think it shows his versatility. So he's like, I can do that shit. I can do East Coast shit.
He can. There's nothing that he can't do. There's not a rapper that he couldn't hold his own with in that era.
Mm.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I agree with that.
That's why I think he deserves his flowers. He deserves a review because he can do all that. And on top of that, I'm making #1 records. You know what I mean? Right. On top of that. Now you can, if you want to be the backpack type dude, like, you could take issue with, like, but Luda's not selling out.
Or even make the case of, like, I think you made it, I don't know if that was in the pod or different. You're talking about, like, you can't be mad at him for being the champ in a weak era. You know what I mean? Where it's like, you mad at Lennox Lewis for being the champ in a weak era. So even if he's going number one,
Holyfield, it is what it is, man.
Yeah, you're still selling. So
and he deserves his flowers in this era. He deserves to be mentioned. I hope he gets his mentions. I hope, like, all the I hope the Migos, all of them niggas, I hope they respect him for what he's done. And it's cool for him to fade to black. You know what I mean? Like, cool, I'm going to fade to the background. I'm going to raise my family. I'm going to be married. I'm going to do all of that shit.
He making movies. He good.
I was just going to say, he's versatile enough where he has, like, other interests and he can do other things. Like, he's caking off them 19 Fast and Furious movies. So
absolutely,
it's not even his best character. I'm going to get into that later. Yeah.
I will only knock him for Conjure. Conjure is trash. That's the only thing I will slander him for. Is Conjure is trash. It's not a good drink. It wasn't a good drink. It doesn't exist anymore because it was trash. Go ahead, Alicia.
Well,
he had some of the best episodes on SVU too. I mean,
really,
Luda is in his bag in so many other places. That's why I don't think he ever really set out to be a classic rapper. He set out to make hits, make money, give us some smashes, which he did on every single album. That's what he did. And to cross over. I mean, we talk about rappers who have crossed over. We talked about Queen Latifah. We gave her flowers earlier. Obviously, Ice-T. Luda's one of those. I mean, a lot of people don't even know Luda's a rapper.
Yeah, remember before he was rapping, he was a radio person.
He was the radio guy.
Yeah.
And he's my bad, Survival, but I want to get this in real
Chris
quick.
Lover.
He set out to get out the hood.
And he did.
You know what I mean? Go ahead, Survival. He did. He accomplished that goal. I was just gonna say, set out to get out the hood.
He I think his last film was with what is that fucking clown's name? Terry Crews.
Oh god.
But it's just interesting the way that, like, if you see
Terry Crews,
they did. Wait, and they did like John.
They
did like John Henry or something.
But if you see the trailers, like, so he basically adopts like what Dwayne Johnson does. So he is like,
Right.
So I want to be known for both things, right? So I'm Chris Ludacris Bridges, and like that's the way that his name is on the on the front of the poster. It's just interesting because it's not like to your point, like I'm Ludacris, the rapper in the movie, because Wiz Khalifa in the High School High movie or whatever, like that's who he is. He's not like whatever his real name is. And Method Man and Redman, you know what I'm saying? Like he's like multifaceted and marketable in both angles.
To me, it's did you set out to do what you accomplished to do?
Right.
You know what I mean, if you didn't come in the game to be some revolutionary, like I can't ask you to be a revolutionary. Did you do what you said you were? Missy Elliott. Missy did what she said she was. Luda did what she said she was. Dead Prez did what they said they were. Like, judge them by who they are and who they said they were. Now, when you start like flip-flopping and the integrity's in question.
We're gonna come back to that in a second.
Royce, like you put Willa Ford on the record, like now it's questionable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and shout out to Royce. I fuck with Royce and what he's doing.
I love Royce.
But I'm just saying, that's an example of like, all right, you caved and you did what they asked you to do. Did you set out to do what you wanted to do? Did you have integrity? Luda had integrity throughout his whole career. I can't fault him for that. Whether I like his music or not, I have no knocks for him. Luda didn't sell out. Luda did what he was. Missy did who she is. Go ahead, Alicia.
I'm just saying, Luda, we go back to it. He was the radio guy. And if you listen to this album is nothing but songs that could be radio hits.
And he bodied it.
He did. I mean, that's why.
Single wise.
Yeah, but I feel like all of these songs, almost all of them could have been singles. 98% of this album could have been a single. So, I mean, and that's who he was. That's where he came from, though. He came from radio. He knew what the radio would play. He knew what would work on radio. And he did that. I mean, shout out. Look, I like Ludacris. I hate the fact that I didn't like this album at all.
Let's talk about it. Two things. If he has so many songs that could be, singles, why did it score so low? Is it because he didn't, carry out his concept fully? Like, none of us gave us a high scoring concept. This has no 5s anywhere on the board. Joe gave it its only 2 under replay value. Alicia, we haven't even got to your scores. But yeah, this got no 5s anywhere.
Yeah,
for an album that's supposed to have a lot of hits. So what is that about?
I think that's what I was arguing about on the podcast. Like if you take a step back from 400 Degrees and its massive impact, and you just look at the musical categories, so you're looking at production, you're looking at lyrics, and you're looking at replayability. So if you look at those 3, and I even looked at those 3 before this pod, and I rated them lower. But if you look at those 3, those are the actual musical categories that are like tangible, that you can rate and say like, this is good music and this is bad music. The concept and the rollout and the dumb DVD and all that shit, like that's extra shit.
DVD,
you know what I'm saying?
Trash. The strippers were trash. His red light district was
right.
It was like a black light.
And then like the
white light.
Impact.
White light. I'm not with it. Go ahead. Sorry.
Light.
the impact is something that is just it's intangible altogether. It's just like,
right.
How does all of this shit affect the world?
Yeah,
I just don't think it aged well. Like I agree with everything you're saying. On top of that, it just didn't age well. You know what I mean? Like when you put on a Luda record, you know what era
that factors in. Yeah.
What songs do you think would have aged? Let's just go through real quick. Like we said, the intro is kind of banging. Number one spot, I would say that didn't age well. Get Back. Yeah, no. Put Your Money Where Your Mouth Is. R.I.P. DMX.
No.
Didn't age well.
Age, I don't know. It's fine.
Okay. What about Blueberry Yum Yum? A lot of people like that one.
I like Blueberry Yum Yum.
Okay.
I mean, I think I'd play that in another 10 years. I don't mind
but
that
here's
song.
the thing about Blueberry Yum Yum. As a real life weed smoker, I have like favorite weed smoking songs. That doesn't even come up in the conversation. And here's the reason why, though. You have to have bought this album. And I was off of Ludacris by the time this album came out. Not that I thought he was whack. I just wasn't buying no more Ludacris albums. I mean, I knew what I was going to get. So
Right. I got a quick question. Sorry, are you done? I didn't want to cut you off.
Yeah, go ahead. You're good.
I just had a quick question for any weed smoker that want to answer. Is 50 Cent's High All the Time in your rotation of weed songs?
Terrible.
Okay.
Terrible.
I'm just being petty. I'm being petty and making a point. Okay. Carry on.
But I fuck with. Hey, let me ask you this, and Alicia, you may have never heard this song, but Memphis Bleak has a song called "Smoke Away the Pain."
I fucks with "Smoke Away the Pain."
Dog, that shit is so hard.
Toya said no! Explanation point.
Hey, "Smoke Away the Pain" is fucking hard. Just give me the lights.
Let's be clear. The best weed smoking song ever will forever be the Loonies. I got 5 on it. The original. There's hands down no better weed smoking song. But Blueberry Yum Yum, it's not even top 5 in the weed smoking category.
Damn.
But let's switch it. Like for me, when we talking about Luda in certain songs, Slap. I fuck with Slap. I feel like if you black in America, you should fuck with Slap.
Of course.
If you're white in America, at least half of y'all fuck with Slap.
Slap.
I can't name a nigga that didn't want to slap his boss. Like, you know what I mean? And that's like, again, that's testament to Luda, because that shit also, like, the beat bangs, like you double time rapping, like we fuck with all of that shit. But like, I feel like slapping a nigga today. Slap. Like that's what it is.
All right, man. Yeah, we didn't do that album though. Let's get back to these songs.
I know. I'm just trying to say, like,
I wish
we're trying to give Luda his flowers.
We give it his flowers. We got to finish running down this album real quick before we get back to the flowers. Child of the Night, Alibi loves that. Do you feel like that song aged well? Child of the Night.
Child of the Night? Fuck yeah. Tina. Okay. Hey, Portuguese Love, classic.
Okay. So we found one.
I'm not going to try and
found one.
I have Portuguese Love on 3 different playlists on my phone right now. Let's be super clear. So
what song?
Portuguese Love. I have that on 3 different playlists on my phone right now.
You don't fuck with Child of the Night? You got Nate Dogg,
of course I do.
Marie, Luda,
Dog, of course.
Man, and we all got vices. Like, and he hit them all. Like Child of the Night, classic.
That's of course.
What about The Potion? Did that age well? You fucking with that? Or did Jay-Z ruin it by passing the beat?
No.
He did.
The Potion could have been timeless had he not delivered it in Luda style. It just became such a joke and such a ha, and the message got lost. And it really makes me sad because, like, you listen to it and I'm saying, you're like, wait, are we singing a slave hymn? What's happening right now?
Hey, Jump Town Turnaround is Pick a Bell of Cotton is.
Okay.
Yeah, Pick a Bell of Cotton.
Okay.
So I want to hear what he has to say to that. I'd love to talk with him today.
Yeah.
We should get him on.
Yeah. I mean, he's never coming on.
Well, don't never say never.
Hey, DJ Sway.
We might have to trick him like Borat or some shit, but
hey, the MC and him, I feel like would respect our. I feel like the MC and him will respect our opinion, and we get context for all the shit. And I'd probably fuck with him, and he would fuck with us. Like
he would.
But
he would.
Jump down, turn around, pick a bell, cotton. You gotta relax, bro.
Yeah.
hey, man. Sometimes you got a couple you gotta take back. You know what I'm saying? And Suede, I agree with you. Hip hop does make some dope weed smoking songs, even when you don't smoke weed. I fuck with that. What else we got? Spur of the Moment, Who Not Me, Large Amounts, Pimping All Over the World, 2 Miles an Hour, Hopeless, Burger.
Back up.
Large Amount's terrible. Go ahead, Alicia.
The moment. I love DJ Quick and his production. Y'all know I love DJ Quick, period. But let's also just talk about me.
Quick?
I know you may not know this about me, but
Crazy.
DJ Quick, they already have to be one of my favorite rappers and producers. I may have mentioned it a few times, but
did we talk about him burning that check a couple weeks ago? I don't know. He burned the shit out that check.
He want his motherfucking money. Pay him. But Luda really spit on spur of the moment. And I think because we think of him as a Southern guy and he's from Atlanta, it gets overlooked that he wrote that beat real nice. And DJ Quick always do you a solid on production because one of the best producers / rappers in rap history. But y'all, my words are getting slurred.
He didn't burn
all of our words are getting slurred. Shout out to DJ Quick. Next,
he didn't burn that Luda check.
Celebration.
It's a celebration.
It's a celebration.
Gucci over here licking my
birthday.
Gucci,
you gotta relax. You gotta relax, Gucci.
The first thing I noticed about that that Instagram video was like how dirty that grill was. I was like,
hey, they didn't deserve a clean grill, man.
I know what you mean.
Dirty grill, you know?
I mean, he wasn't cooking after that. So
yeah, he said, "You're not cooking. You're not cooking. You're not cooking." Alicia, what was your individual score? We haven't gotten to that yet.
Oh, so the only one I went back and forth on was actually replayability, and it went from 3.5 to a 4. But it did go to a 4. It did make it to a 16 for me. I gave lyrics a 4, production a 4, concept a 2. Impact.
He didn't have the concept.
Let me tell you,
it was mid.
What was your overall score?
A
16.
2?
Yeah, 16.
16.
Yeah,
is that the lowest?
Definitely.
I think
he
that's
hit
the
all
lowest.
the vices, Alicia. He hit sex. He hit drugs. What we doing?
But when I think of the red light district, I think of seedy behavior. I think of orgies. I don't think of regular ass sex and weed. My nigga, you better be doing ecstasy and quaaludes and having orgies and
that's how.
Watching bestiality shows like this.
Quaaludes makes me think of Dr. Huxtable.
My bad.
Quaaludes
and getting consent.
J. Cole.
Body. Wait. But you know, we'll go sidetrack real quick. People were mad about that Cole line, but I get it because Cole he's still from that era of when you say those petty ass lines because that's the point of the disrespect. It's like, oh, that shit is crazy as fuck. So you don't have to fuck with Bill Cosby. Like I get where he's going. And why was Crooked Eye mad? Like, yeah, I had a line like that too. He wasn't mad, but he's not mad.
He was defending.
No. He sounded mad in my head because on Twitter somebody said something about the Cole and the Bill Cosby line, and he was like, I already had a line like before. So I was like, come on, man.
Oh, he mad. He ain't.
He's
like, come on,
Cole body. He did it. And let's be honest, Cole got a bigger platform, bigger following. Like I fuck with Crooked. That's my dude.
Yeah.
Back to Sway and Tech.
I'm trying to get my beard like his on my grade.
Yeah, like I
fuck like dipped at the bottom.
But did y'all fuck with Crooked Eye drink though? Y'all know
that shit was also terrible.
No,
yeah, it was.
I did.
Just like Conjure.
Not good. Also, Alicia DJ Sway said, "What red light district will you go to?" Talking about.
But that's where the red light district is.
No, but I agree with you though. That's why I gave it a 3. So I'm like, this sounds mad regular for like I'm expecting like popping.
Yeah.
A 2 is low. A 2 is
I smoke weed. I fuck hoes, male hoes, but I fuck hoes. You know what I'm saying? Like Luda ain't
the toxic masculinity. It's coming back. Man, it hurts. It hurts. I've never been a male,
but like regular hoes.
But it hurts.
not Dutch hoes.
I'm out here fucking
that's
hoes.
Different.
So that's not nothing red light district. I only gave him a 2 because he at least mentioned being in the red light district on number 5. Other than that, I felt nothing. I felt no connection to the red light district.
I feel you.
Let's be honest.
I feel like I could have judged him harder. I feel like.
But in 2006, 2004, this was what red light.
No, it was not.
Yeah, it was.
What you mean?
Compared to now.
What you mean?
He hit all the bullet points for 2004 red light district.
He was living
2021 red light district. Y'all niggas is wilding. Like niggas got straps on their back, reverse strapped dildos on their back. It's a lot going on. Like right 2004.
Are you in an Amsterdam?
Yeah, where you
right now?
Where
you at?
I'm just saying he wasn't. We're gonna say that Luda wasn't pushing the envelope.
Oh,
for real?
Not at all. This is literally a regular day. Every nigga in LA.
Iowa.
I'm not having a regular day like this. He's, I think this is a regular day. I don't know. No, I'm not rolling. I'm just not rolling.
Let me tell you, every nigga in LA will tell you there's at least one day a week where he can smoke some weed, fuck the bitch.
But niggas weren't giving it up on the album like this. Like pimping all over the world. He took it international. Niggas in LA wasn't in Rwanda.
It ain't no fun if the homies can't have none. No, we was out here running.
Snoop wasn't in Rwanda yet. Snoop wasn't in Rwanda yet. He didn't have passports. She didn't get her shots. No passports. We weren't there. I gotta give a shot.
And to be fair, queen. He got him a real African queen. So I fuck with Luda, but this was not very red light district.
Who's the doctor?
She was in med school when they met.
Man, most people going to the red light district is keeping it mad mid. Nobody's going to the blue light. Most of y'all niggas is going to the red light.
Exactly. That's my point.
Going there to smoke the weed that's gonna take them to another level. Y'all niggas wasn't ready for the blue light.
They're going to the red light district and doing missionary and going back to the
you hit it from the back, you did missionary, you smoke weed, you drank a little bit, like that's fine. And that's what we were accepting in 2004. Now you can get your blue light shit off. Blue light, right. It's open. It's open season on blue light.
No.
What the hell is green light then? Is there a green light? What would that be?
Everything goes. Everything goes in the green light district.
I don't even know. That wasn't on Wikipedia.
I support the green light. It's not for me. I support the green light though. Live your best life.
But you will not be there.
It's not for me.
I'm Ray J. Do what you want to do. Be who you want to be. Love who you want to love.
You got an indoor and outdoor court too?
I got an indoor court. I don't have none of them. I might be on both this weekend. It's fucked up. I don't know what's happening in Des Moines. We'll see. I'm eating white barbecue this weekend. It's fucked up.
Weather dependent.
Does it have flavor? Do they use a little Lowry's in the Caucasian?
I don't know. Here's what I know about Iowa. They like pork. Pork is a huge industry here. If you don't fuck with swine, this is not the place for you. But I know for me, I'm going to get something delicious with pork. That's just how it goes.
Let's be clear. Bacon deserves to be its own food group. Okay, I like bacon.
See, and I'm like a sausage. Like sausage is great though.
I love sausage.
Sausage is great.
No pause. No pause for me. I love sausage.
Hey,
that makes sense. That makes sense for you.
It's a lot going on. There's a lot going on here in this pod. You got a lot to work
with. Hey, it's all good. I'm back. I had my vacation. I'm here, man. I'm ready.
He's ready. I'm
ready, man. Sway said he was.
As long as we don't start singing R. Kelly, A-Quil's cool.
Hey, I gave a shout out to Kels. I worked it in there. You're gonna have to do the science. You're gonna have to do the math. But did you have your passports? Did you get your shot?
Dude,
do you want to take a trip with your boy?
Yo, that shit was insane. I'm gonna leave it at that. That shit was insane.
Those background singers deserve, dude.
They was harmonizing.
But they gotta be stopped. Like y'all niggas should have been like, no, we're not doing this.
Fam. Oh my God. Hey, Sway said he was in Europe in 2004. Sway, you was in a red light district, bro? He was in that red light district?
That was pre-vegan Swade. He was definitely in the red light district.
Hey, that was ponytail
Survival
Swade.
Was in.
That was ponytail Swade.
What year were you out there?
In Amsterdam?
Yeah.
2018. But it was like
it was in Spain.
Oh, in Spain. Oh shit.
What year were you sipping champagne when you were in Spain?
That was 2016. I was all
litty.
over the place.
He was out there.
You was lit.
Mad paella.
It was
Mad paella.
Paella, board shorts, flip flops,
Cervezas,
clubs. Oh my god.
Culo, all of that shit. Culo.
Culo.
Living your best life.
Yeah, it was wild.
We're not gonna get canceled, but our wives.
No.
Nah, I told her everything that went down in
I never been to Amsterdam.
España, so you know.
España, like Miami.
You never been to Amsterdam? We need a lot of
never been.
Straight from the mean streets of Amsterdam. We're gonna hook up. Hey, let's go. I'm ready. Red light district. We're gonna invite our boy. Who's our boy out there from Denmark?
Oh, Signature. Hey,
we're gonna be out there.
Signature,
Fuck with
what up, man?
Signature.
Copenhagen, Denmark. Fuck with us.
We out there, man. We're gonna be out there, and they're gonna show us a good time.
Exactly. That's what's up, man. I'm fucking with it. Alibi is definitely lit right now. If y'all haven't realized,
Very lit.
It is his birthday.
It's obvious. My bad.
He's birthday lit.
As you should.
I fuck with it.
As you should. I told you, I'm trying to get on your level, man. I got my little drink. It's almost gone. You know what I'm saying?
About 3 more of those to get on my level.
Exactly. We only got
Survival. You drinking on a John Brown?
John Brown.
Nah, I need one of those. ASAP.
Is that the orgy beer? Are you drinking the orgy beer?
Beer's nasty.
But
Nah, this is just a little mocha stout.
Owned? Is it black
mocha
owned?
stout. Nah.
Is it local?
This one is local.
Hey, I fuck with
and it's half minority owned. So
hey man, that's
okay.
Look, man,
Okay.
baby steps. We gotta get there.
Yeah.
Even when I'm slapped, you know what I mean? Like I'm still in the right frame of mind.
Of course.
And, you know what I mean? Like we just
slap.
Yeah, man, slap. But we need John Brown. We need them to break bread. I fuck with John Brown.
I need that.
The white god. John Brown is the white god.
Or the people from Bartesian, because I'm drinking Cosmopolitans. I was drinking Kamikaze. Now I'm drinking Cosmopolitans. Wait,
hey, man.
My mom came over yesterday. I was like, I made her like a real drink. She said, "Bitch, you flexing." I said, "That's right."
It's going down.
I like it.
Next season is going down. We leveling up.
We are, man. It's
yeah. We're gonna have to do a live. Pull up somewhere and do that. Ames.
Well, look, man.
Definitely not Ames.
Oh, not Ames.
We might have to take it down to A-Quil with A-Quil. I'm ready. I'm trying to rest my cheeks. I'm trying to rest my cheek on some cheeks.
Me too. I love the strip clubs. Oh my God.
Let's go.
We in there.
Censored. Beyonce, you're not listening no more.
She coming too. If she there, she coming too. To me.
Let's go.
How did we know we would only spend?
Joey's gonna be there. Magic Trips in Blue Flame Lounge. Let's get it.
And chicken wings.
A quick side note. I don't mind telling stories.
R.I.P. Follies too.
Why we were? I was in Vegas for one of the homies' bachelor parties, and I told my wife this. We went to the club, and I was like, "Yo, I had a 20, right?" So the strippers came up doing a thing, and I was like, "Look, they had all these ones." So I just gave her the 20, and I said, "Look, just take that. I just want the ones." So I just picked up all her ones just so I could do this. Yo, they just started dying. Like, I be an ass. Like, I like just having fun. You know what I'm saying? My wife, she was shaking her head at me like, "Fam, like, why would you embarrass us like that?" like she was so ashamed of me. Like,
yeah. I mean, but the 120, it don't hit like 21.
Like 21 too.
Yeah.
Wait, my friend just had a birthday party a few weeks. In fact, this was the weekend I sat out it was Ja Rule. Remember, I was being ratchet on a 72-hour birthday party. So one of the nights, there were strippers at club, and I wanted to be off in the corner and be my own stripper. So me and my girls went off in the corner, and there's a picture. There may or may not be a picture or a video of me doing my best Diamond from Players Club impression and them throwing money on me, making it rain. It was a great day.
Oh,
nice.
And then he comes running over. Why are you picking money up off the ground, y'all? Because he's like our brother. But he's mad embarrassed. Like, what are y'all doing? Let me give you fresh money. I'm like, yes. Make it rain on me with fresh money.
Hey, look, fresh man, if it's for the gram, do what you do. You got to throw it up. You got to do what you got to do for the gram.
You went in there. You went in there with a dustpan.
Wasn't that?
And a broom. little broom and dust.
Alicia was in there raking it up.
Listen,
rake it up.
We got.
We're not reviewing a Yo Gotti album. Sorry.
What?
But we will do A-Ball and MJG. Sorry.
Okay. Well,
we need some Memphis representation.
But Yo Gotti, you gotta chill a little bit. The chat, you gotta relax.
That's my guy. Yo, hold on real quick.
3-6.
Alibi, you got some love out here, man.
Relax. I got love.
I'm trying to give you love, man. Your homie Chill from the Discord. He's on YouTube, man.
Hey, shout out to Chill.
Chill said he's trying to get like you, man. He said he got to catch up with a couple drinks. You know what I'm saying?
Look, man, I gotta go coach assistant coach basketball game. I don't know how this is gonna go.
Wait. He said hold on, Alibi. He said he knows you as Ra. R-A-H-H.
Yeah, that's the God.
Okay,
God. Shout out to Ra. Shout out to Kodak Black. You know what I mean? You're on the coon list. Kodak's on the coon list.
He is on the coon list.
But shout out.
Facts.
I respect Zoe. I don't want no problems.
Listen, man.
Shout out to Haiti. They here for us how to do it.
They're here for your birthday, man. Bunny's up here in the chat. She said happy early birthday. Toy was here earlier. Man, your chat gang is here, man.
This is so the problem is
that's lovely.
YouTube. I don't know what's happening. I'm flipping back and forth.
I got you covered, man. I got you.
Next season it's going down.
It's going down.
We're gonna have all
we
this
get all y'all in one place. We're noobs to a degree, but we've been out here like 28 weeks, man. Or 26 weeks.
We held you down 20. We held you down the whole fucking pandemic. Fuck
yes. Yes, held down 26 summers. Where's the love?
Come on, man. Every week was like a summer. And the pandemic's fucked up.
Yeah.
Every week. Go ahead, Alicia.
About the album.
Yeah.
Would y'all rank this album for impact? Like this album for impact?
So me and Survival gave it a 4. We were being generous. Alibi and Joel gave it 3s.
Yeah. This
and you
particular.
You gave it a 3, Alicia?
I did. And I wanted to give it a 2, but you can't give an album that has #1 spot and Pimpin' All Over the World a 2.
Hey.
Hard because this is his 4th album. It was hard.
Like third or fourth, yeah.
It was hard for me to rank the impact of this album outside of the impact of Ludacris. Because by this point, Luda was an established singles artist. Luda gave us jams. Luda gave us monster club hits by this point. So it was very, very difficult. I wanted to give it a 2, but I was like, I just can't.
That's a great point though. I looked it up. He had 3 #1 albums in a row.
Yeah.
That's very, very difficult to do.
He held down 3 summers. I was sick of that nigga.
Where's the love?
But I thought about this earlier though too. Part of that is the time and the generation in which he was coming out.
Exactly.
Yep. I bought the first 2, maybe 3 Ludacris albums because they had all of those smash singles on them.
For sure.
Back then, I think these days, Luda's not getting a #1 album. He's just not, because you can download singles. You can pick and choose what you want from the album.
He tried. He had an album, I feel, or at least a single after that Battle of the Sexes album. Because that one had what's the joint? My Chick Bad. That went pretty big. But he had an album after that. That one didn't chart too well. I remember it. I don't remember the song.
My Chick Bad.
Yeah, and it didn't do too well. Real quick, Daddy's Baby 88 on Twitch said happy early birthday, Alibi. They're going up, man. Everybody do me a favor. Just throw a happy birthday, Alibi, up in the chat. You know what I'm saying? It's going up for his birthday, man. You got to drink. Throw the drink up. You know what I mean? Gonna put a drink emoji up in that mug. Do what you got to do. But it's Alibi's birthday tomorrow, so it's happy birthday, Alibi. You dig? We here, man.
I'm doing a lot right now, man.
Hey, we all
trying to balance. I'm trying to find a balance. This album was Ludaversal. God damn.
Luda, where's Joe? God damn it. We had a homie that. So if you remember that Get Back video, that dude's talking to him at the stall where he's like, I'm gonna take you on to the Ludaverse. Yo, he looked just like this dude with the college with a Lin J. So we used to always fuck with Lin J. Like, matter of fact, Al, you remember Lin J? That's the dude we was at. It might have been a Dawes house, and when he said Emmitt Smith was
we're not doing the Barry Sanders shit. I'm cool. We're not fucking with. It's my birthday. I put on a Barry Sanders shirt today. I almost rocked it here. Instead, I got Mike Instead, I got Mike jamming on my tumbo. Yeah, he's jamming on ATL, so I'm still repping.
Oh,
look,
man,
I like it.
I go in ATL in one shirt. Come on,
I like
man.
it. That's an N one too.
That is a legendary shirt right there. Those are legends. And
legends.
And he walked off. And he walked off with
he gave him the finger. He told him no after that.
That was when he got the tech. Yeah,
that's right.
Yep.
So let's talk about this, y'all. While we're on MJ, tomorrow is the NBA Hall of Fame induction. As we all know, MJ will be up there for Kobe. I'm already set to record it because I will be doing ratchet activities during the daytime tomorrow. I hope everybody watches that.
I will be too. I'll just be under control, but go ahead.
Rest in peace, Kobe. Rest in peace, not rest in peace to MJ because he's still very much alive.
And I'm gonna be
the other MJ, rest in peace to the other MJ.
Yeah, well,
all of them. But I hope that MJ keeps it a buck. I hope that MJ keeps it a buck for Kobe, man. He might gotta throw a shot at Kwame Brown. He might gotta give.
He does that.
He might gotta give Smush Parker. You know what I mean?
Yeah, what the number?
The hat, man. He might gotta give him a little taste, man. A little AI over Tyronn Lue. Like he might.
He's good for one of those per speech.
He is, man.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm looking very, very, very forward to it, y'all. It's crazy because in LA, you can really still feel the heaviness of losing Nipsey and then Kobe back to back. Like it is, you cannot go a block. In fact, one of the stores, the corner stores over here, it's the Mamba Market. That shit is ill. Every wall is a mural of Kobe. Shit is so dope. That's a
whole other. We might have to do a little segment, man. Like, in all honesty, like all the shit that's happened in the pandemic, like, and it's not a bad thing. Like the West Coast hasn't had to deal with a lot of that loss. You know what I mean? And I think that's great. Nobody should have to deal with all the loss we've dealt with in 2020 and 2021.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The West Coast, like y'all lost some legends for sure. You know what I mean?
It was
for sure. But like when you look at the East Coast, it's not quite the same, and that's a good thing. Like I'm not like the West Coast. Maybe when that shit starts, but I hope like all of those brothers lose their lives over like regular ass life shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Regular shit. We don't want to see all of that. All of that demise.
Kobe died. I think it was. They still had the Intercontinental sign over here. It was purple and gold. It was purple and gold for a minute. I live right behind the Staples Center. So I walked home and walked through Staples Center every day the week after Kobe died. But at the Intercontinental, they had it purple and gold. And then they were flashing. And it was the Nipsey Hussle Puma, the first collaboration in there as well. And it was just like, and this is at the corner of my street, on the corner of my street. It was like, fuck. It's been rough. This has been a rough 365.
Shout out to Nip. Like those of you who know me personally, like y'all know I'm a counselor. My office at my job, I got the marathon flag in my office. You know, it don't matter if the kids know or not. Whenever I walk into my office, I'm locked in. Marathon continue. I'm here to do what I do with these young people to push that shit forward. The marathon continue. Our fight don't stop, man. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Anything else just to draw it back in? Anything else y'all want to cover with this album or y'all want to move on?
I don't want to talk about this album. I told you.
Yeah, we can move on.
We could.
Alicia never wanted to talk about this album.
I mean, we wanted to give it enough time.
She didn't ask for this album.
I don't like. Here's the thing. Here's why. I like Ludacris so much as a human. I like what he does in entertainment. I love that he didn't just talk about Black women from Africa. He went and married him a beautiful Black woman from Africa, who, by the way, they just announced today they're having another baby. So shout out to them.
Congrats to them.
You don't hear about no real mess with him. I mean, he had the one side baby, but
synchronicity. The ancestors is with us.
Yes.
Progress. He don't have 8 side babies. He got one.
He got one. And you can't even tell which one is a side baby and which one isn't from his current wife because she is in the family. That's what you want.
That's African.
Okay.
He's he a great dude. Luda is very talented. Luda would definitely at this point he's reached what we call mogul status. He definitely over in entertainment. He's awesome. He's amazing. He can rap. This album, in the words Alibi, is mostly terrible. Because he wouldn't just let you call it terrible. He just say mostly. It's mostly terrible. So it's mostly terrible. It is. This album's terrible. I don't want to talk about it no more. It makes me sad.
So let's talk about some good stuff then. Let's get into some of his other accolades. You know what I mean? He's been acting in a lot of movies. What are some of your favorite roles? So we kind of touched on, him as Taj in the Fast and Furious series. He went from just fixing cars to all of a sudden, he was a supercomputer hacker and like fighting expert and shit. But what other roles y'all like him in? Y'all like him as Skinny Black and Hustle and Flow?
I liked him as Skinny Black and Hustle. I really liked him on his SVU.
I hated him on that. I mean, I like his acting. No. Skinny Black. I hated his. He did a great job acting. So because I hated his character. You know what I mean? I think that. No, that was good. That was brilliant acting. So I'm like,
it wasn't a stretch, but I respect it.
When he tore up my man's tape, man, and pissed on it, like I felt a way about that as an artist. Like how
I'd beat his ass too.
I would have beat the shit out of that too. I'm like, I know it's like passing out mixtapes for free in the middle of Times Square, people throwing your shit in the trash like 2 blocks later or even a block. It's like, fuck you. You got fucking bars.
Pissing on my tape, man.
Beat your monkey ass.
Man. Beat your monkey ass, man.
I understand how y'all as artists would feel some kind of way about that.
Oh, I was like, beat his ass, DJ, beat his ass.
Hey, he did great in what was it? Traffic or Crash? I hate that movie. The fucking movie's terrible. White people. That's not like white people. You gotta relax. That's not like that's a very old way of viewing racial issues. Yeah. But like I fuck with Luda. Let
me tell this story. Real quick. When we saw Crash, like it got awarded so many awards and stuff. And it like creative wise, it was dope as fuck. So I remember the first time I watched it and I was like, yo, the way it transitioned, I'm a sucker for good transition. So I'm like, yo, this shit is dope as fuck. I remember Al was like, this shit is whack. And I'm like, fam, you just being that like Grinchy. What are you talking about? Like the movie's dope. But I remember going back and watching it the second time without having lens. So that's on the side of like film class in college. They always told you like, go watch the movie the first time, let it take you where it's supposed to take you so you can fully enjoy it, for what it's supposed to be. Then the second time, watch it and analyze it. And I remember when I went back and watched it the second time, I was like, yo, this movie is whack as fuck. But it was what it was it's like they were touching on topics and they were like dipping their toe like in the shallow end, but they wouldn't just fucking jump in.
They gave you the MAGA version. The liberal MAGA version.
I was just like, you had potential. You had potential, and it just
They gave you what white folks could digest without feeling, oh my God, they want me to feel guilty and racist, and I'm just not. I have a black friend, so that's what you got.
Yeah.
But look, man, go ahead, finish your story, and I got one.
Well, no, I was gonna say, but he had I want to say revenge, but because again. Luda and Terrence Howard, another movie. Remember Luda tried to carjack him? But you're on mute, Alibi, you're on mute.
I just said main.
Oh, man. Luda and main, yeah, he tried to carjack him, but it just didn't go well because, Terrence Howard let that cop flip his wife, and so he had to take it out on somebody. So the movie was crazy, dude. The movie was fucking crazy. What other roles? Chat, let us know. What are some other roles y'all like? So Lisa said SVU.
Look,
what other roles do y'all like that Ludacris, whether TV or film?
Somebody shouting out fast.
Let me tell you though, on his SVU, he had this monologue at the end where he really speaks to the system and how when you're born as he was into the system as a foster kid and being black and being raped, like the shit was so like.
Luda's a real dude, man. Like, I don't have nothing. Luda's a real dude navigating through all this nonsense.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And I feel like if you sat down with him, he would tell you like what was nonsense, what wasn't.
Absolutely.
You know right. At the end of the day, man, as a black person in America, you moving along and taking opportunities, man. And some opportunities, the issue is, are you taking an opportunity for yourself or are you being an opportunist? Right. You know what I mean? And there's a difference. Sometimes I'm going to take certain roles. All right, if I can do this and it fits in a way where I feel like it's making progress, cool. Where you're selling out is when you're doing it strictly for the bag. I ain't never seen Luda tap dance. I've never seen Luda tap dance, man. And I ain't got no issue with that. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, like that, to me, Potion is the perfect example of that. Where he gave you the delivery.
Yep.
That the album that the record label wanted, but he really spit some real shit on like
and they weren't listening because they only listened to one verse.
They wouldn't
put that shit at verse 4.
They would not have let it come out.
If that shit was verse 1, that shit ain't getting out.
It's not coming out at all.
My Luda story. So I look, A-Quil trying to get out of here. He's like, no. But no, I have my master's degree. And in school to get my master's, in one of the classes, they had one class that was on like race, right? Mm-hmm. In that class, we had to watch Crash, and I was like, "This is some bullshit. I don't want to watch this movie. I don't fuck with this movie."
That's a good ass movie.
It's not, but like, but I had to watch that shit again. Like, and the whole. Go ahead.
I don't think I liked Luda in it, but like,
I fuck with Luda in it. I don't fuck with the message. I feel like that shit was like 30 years late. It was like a generation late. Right? Like it's like it's a movie where the producers who are old ass white people and old ass Jewish people, I'm gonna get us canceled. But like that, it's like they wanted to. All right, this is the shit.
Do we have enough followers to get canceled yet?
Not yet, but like somebody gonna drag this shit up because that's what them motherfuckers do.
Culture does.
Pull it up and they're gonna be
recorded.
Like, he said Jews.
Hey. We'll just cancel us now. Then don't wait till we get
don't cancel us at all because I know the writers is fucking with us. But like, so to me, it's like a movie that was written by somebody who was old, like an old liberal who wanted to address race. That shit worked for a certain generation, but it wasn't current. You know what I mean? It didn't match up to what was current. Crash ain't no revolutionary movie. That was just regular everyday shit. Niggas get mad every day when I see you clutch your purse. There's nothing special about that shit.
It was literally a movie about microaggressions. But when you dealt with microaggressions since you were fucking 5 years old, this shit ain't shit too.
And shout out to my program, because that's what they did address was the microaggressions. Right. But it's like, for me, I'm cool on that. I don't deal with microaggressions. I don't give a fuck no more. Microaggression, cool. That's your personal issue. Racism, that's a personal issue, ain't never going to impact me. Can you stop me from getting a loan to buy a house? Can you stop me from getting a loan to start a business? That's the shit that that's a macro issue.
Yep.
I don't care about the macro shit. Can you fight me, nigga? If you got a microaggression, fight me. You know what I mean? Microaggression.
Happy birthday. Right. Happy birthday.
He's in his bag today. I'm gonna post this entire episode. I'm not even doing a clip.
Do not. I need to say I got tenure at the end of this year. Don't get me fired, man. Post this shit in 2022. 2022, do what you do.
All right, I'll put it in the vault until then.
It's your birthday.
Prince style. Put it in the vault.
We gave Luda his flowers for his role in this movie that we have pretty much agreed was, it's a movie about microaggressions. Who fucking cares? Nobody cares.
I don't care. You know what I mean?
Nobody cares.
You call me a nigga, it's gonna boil down to like whose hands is nice. My shit nice. I'm comfortable with violence.
I commend Luda for crossing over. I think I had a note that he crossed over twice on this. He crossed over in terms of like the musicality portion of it, and then he crossed out because this was like right after the second what is that movie where everybody's drag racing each other and shit?
Fast and Furious?
Fast and Furious 9?
Only one of the biggest movie franchises in movie history.
Ever.
I didn't want. So after that Tokyo Drift shit came out, I was like, no.
He went in the first one, but he
wasn't fucking with the Asian one.
I've never
Tokyo Drift,
the Bow Wow one.
Yeah,
that was terrible.
Tokyo Drift. Bow Wow. Yeah, Luda was only in like 6 of them.
He was in like 6 of 9 of them. Yeah.
I have not seen a single one of them.
I've seen. I don't know. I'm not saying I'm proud, but I've seen all of them except for the last one.
Wow.
I have, and I actually saw a couple in the theater. The actual very first one, me and the homie Jeff. Shout out to the homie Jeff. We both went to Alibi. What was the fucking dollar theater in Roseville? We called it dollar theater. What was it called?
Roseville?
Just the dollar theater.
I feel like I had it.
Whatever. We'll
like
call it
Roseville 4.
whatever it was called. Me and
I
Jeff
definitely raced home after I saw that movie
Did you?
too.
Look, so me and Jeff,
You was skirt.
he was out there skirting, man.
in the Volvo.
Dollar from that side of town. I be forgetting. I went to Mounds View my freshman year. I lived around.
Did you? Yeah,
I
you know. So we went to the dollar show. Me and Big Jeff, because we were expecting a trash ass movie for $1, and it actually was like, well, it's not too bad, but nobody expected it to blow up to what the fuck it is now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, seen a few of them in the theater, but yeah, that franchise is crazy.
I didn't expect a rebound after number 3.
No,
honestly.
we all
honestly.
did. Yeah, that reboot saved their life.
They held you down 9 summers, man.
Wait, when did Paul Walker die? Was that number 3?
That was like
7?
No.
6.
He died in like 7.
So what happened in
was like
3?
7.
What was the rebound?
He wasn't in that one. That was the Tokyo Drift.
What happened was they did after the first 2. As a matter of fact, John Singleton directed the second one. That's why Luda was in that. Tyrese was in that. Yeah, John Singleton did the second one. R.I.P.
All day. South Central all day.
Always see some pictures and it's a John Singleton.
Yeah, that's my dude.
Yep.
So he did the second one. They switched directors to the third one. Tokyo Drift got rid of everybody pretty much. And then they had Vin Diesel with the little cameo at the end. That was going to be the end of the franchise. Vin Diesel and Paul Walker, they came back like, nah, fuck it, we finna just restart this shit and make it our own shit. So they brought the original cast back, and 4 was kind of the reboot of the series, and it was cool. But then 5 is when they brought in The Rock, and then that shit took the fuck off.
Oh,
into,
The Rock is in there?
Rock came in 5.
And that's to A-Quil with the break.
Well, that's they had the spinoff.
We got Lionel Notes for everything.
Sean Hobbs.
And that's why Vin Diesel's mad, because The Rock came into their franchise.
He came and took it. He stole that.
Not as a day one.
Light skin on light skin beef. Light skin beef.
How did Vin Diesel that? A bigger, balder, taller, light-skinned guy taking over.
Exactly.
Why can't we unify?
Yeah. He wanted to be that dude.
Yeah, they had beef.
Tyrese has beef. Yep.
Tyrese has beef with The Rock.
Here's the thing. If I am unbothered and still getting to the bag, you don't have beef with me. You're just upset. So they don't have beef with The Rock at all, because The Rock is as. Let me tell y'all something. I watch the Young Rock show every Tuesday. That motherfucker's hilarious. I
haven't watched it yet. I'll check it out.
It's a great show. My son likes it. It's good.
It's good. And after Keenan and Kel, so it's a great family hour. Not Keenan and Kel, just Kel.
I'm not doing Kel. I'm good.
Whatever one it is, it's just one of them. I don't watch that one, but I do watch The Rock. But...
that's Keenan.
So wait, so Vin Diesel, is he mad at The Rock to this day?
I don't know about to this day.
Tyrese is.
No, it's the Tyrese and they might have eventually made up, but for a couple of years, The Rock and Vin Diesel fell out for sure over that spinoff.
Willie Lynch is still applying. Revival didn't give Black Star 5 for Impact. It's coming for a circle. It's fucked up out here.
Get your brethren together.
Get them together, man.
I'm at least in the top 10 of hardest light skinned niggas alive.
You are not.
Here you go.
You are not light skinned.
We'll let you get that off on your birthday.
Where's Mac 10 at?
What is happening right now?
What is happening? He's low.
Look, what is happening right
Pantheon, it's like Malcolm X. He's number 1. Then it's
you mean of all time? You said right now.
The Boys is somewhere in there.
Wait.
I'm in the top 10
of all time.
J. Cole is like, look, Huey P.
Talk your shit.
Huey P. Newton's like 3rd. J. Cole's like 17. Cap is like 35.
Wait.
Common's like 1,012. I'm in the top 10.
Where's Aubrey?
Aubrey? He's like 5,000. I think it's not hard at all.
No, he's not.
He ain't even fucking with the UK.
Certified moisture man.
Canadian light skins, all out of there. Sorry, man.
We off the rails. Whatever Alibi want to do. It's his birthday.
It's my flowers today. I'm in the top 10, man. I don't care where you play. Top 10, not 10. Fuck with me. It's like me.
Hey, to be fair, you do have a song called Classic. So.
Come on, man. Fucks with me. Look,
Yeah.
man, my integrity is impeccable. My integrity. You've been down with me. You've been down with me since you were 14 years old. I'm impeccable.
That's true.
Alicia been fucking with me since I was 20. I'm 41 tomorrow. None of y'all, y'all know my consistency.
Let's be clear, though. I just want this to be clarified. When
please clarify.
About the top 10 light-skinned niggas, Malcolm X, Huey P. Newton, and me.
Yeah, and W.E.B. Du Bois.
And
hold on.
And Web Dubis.
And Alibi.
I'm up there with
Alibi.
That's Bob Marley.
Yeah, where's Bob?
I'm not like, look,
I don't
man,
know if Bob counts as light skin.
He's a 5 for impact, for sure. You know what I mean? I'm up there, though, man. I'm up there. I held you down. I've been holding y'all down since forever, since 1980. You know what I mean? Since I came out the womb. Shout out to my mom, the only white queen that I respect.
Okay, she came to turn the computer off and take the
I'm still here. Let me take my drink.
Hold on,
she's not listening to me.
Let us finally show y'all this top skin, light skin guy that we talking about here. Look at him, man. Look at him, man. Look at his cake day.
He got the gangsta lean.
Gangsta.
He got the cake wasted. Look at young Alibi for his birthday.
That was rum cake?
Not rum cake. Shout out to my mom. Shout out to my dad. Shout out to Dawn. She's the second white queen. Like, this is what it is. You know what I mean?
Oh, man. It might be time to go.
Wait, was this your second birthday? Your third birthday?
That's probably two.
Two?
You're like a big background. I'm doing the science. It's probably
okay.
So like 39 years ago today, this was young Alibi.
There it is.
On this day.
Still holding y'all down. I'm about to look like that later with a face full of cake.
Alibi held us down 41 summers now. Man.
Hopefully a cake of a different variety.
Definitely
see back there.
Definitely a cake of a different variety.
For sure. Oh man, I think that's a great place to end.
Me too.
I think that's a great place to end. real quick before we end, of course, and everybody be safe because the CDC said y'all ain't gotta wear no masks. Y'all be safe out there. And next week we got the Fugees, the score coming.
Hey.
The Fugees coming next week. So y'all let us know.
Mr.
Is that album? That's that song ain't, but is that album a classic or not? Let us know. Fugees, the score coming next week. You know how it goes. Listen to the album. Listen to the podcast next Wednesday. And then join us back here for the live on Friday. Joe should be back. I should be here. I won't be here, but I should be here on the pod. You feel me? On the live.
Swag.
You feel me? So anyway, thank y'all for checking us out, man. We're gonna get up out of here, man. Everybody gonna celebrate his birthday, man. We're gonna do it up. I gotta refill. I need to drink before we get off live, man. I gotta catch up to you a little bit. But make sure y'all join us on social media. We are on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at the Liner Note 79. YouTube. Yo, our follows is going up, baby. We almost done with the nasty link today.
Hey.
So y'all, so keep sending them to YouTube. We level up over here, but just hit our link tree. We got a link tree, Liner Notes link tree. Just hit that. You'll see all our links. You know what I mean? Or hit us on the email, thelinerNotesCrew@gmail.com. You feel me? You can hit us with that. We're out here, man. We everywhere. Appreciate y'all for joining us every week. Again, we're coming down. We're winding down to the end of our season, man. We only got a few weeks left, so make sure you tune in. We're gonna do something special towards the end. We appreciate y'all. But again, for Alibi, for the birthday boy, you dig, for Survival, for Alicia, A-Quil, we holding y'all down, man. 26 episodes. We're gonna hold y'all down again next week. The Liner Notes crew live. We out. Y'all take care. Peace. Alibi. Happy birthday. Love you, bro.
Happy birthday.
Yes, sir.